All right, so you may or may not know that when I was in Cedarburg, I also taught a number of years of social studies, world history, and Greek history was part of that. So, this idea of logos, ethos, and pathos goes back to Aristotle, Greek philosopher from the fourth century. Um, and he kind of invented this idea of rhetoric. And you'll hear rhetoric a lot of the times, especially around speech giving. And rhetoric is a way that you can persuade your audience. You've all done persuasive work in the past. So these ideas will kind of help you build a better argument rather than just information off the top of your head or your own ideas for your preferences with your movies. So, looking at the idea of logos, logos means you have a logical argument. It's a word that means reason. Okay, so that's where you include your reasons and examples. Facts and statistics, maybe not possible. Well, it's possible in your paper, but it just kind of depends. Like you could go to Rotten Tomatoes and say that 94% of critics agree with this movie. So that's a way that you could build a statistic into your argument, but really including specific examples from your movie. So when I was looking at your original planners, some of you were short on those examples, or you included examples and didn't have a lot about your opinion with it. So that's really how you could build logos in your argument. Ethos is credibility. Why are you a credible person for somebody to believe you in your argument? Now, some ways that you could do this, you could use another expert or credible source, like a reviewer from another location or site. You could kind of give your own background knowledge or reputation. Like maybe you're somebody who has seen every single Marvel movie 10 times over. So you really know the story. Maybe you've read all the comics. That gives you additional background knowledge that could help you out with your argument. Okay. So that's really where you can build your credibility to the topic. How can you be credible and trustworthy to your audience to build your persuasion? And then pathos. How can you appeal to the reader's emotions? We've worked on this a little bit throughout the year so far. How can you build a connection for your reader, especially if more than likely your reader has never seen the movie before? Some people remember the purpose of a movie review is to convince somebody to see or not to see a movie. So they probably haven't seen it yet. How can you make your reader care for your topic? So those are all things that you can consider. Pathos means suffering or experience. Okay, so it's an appeal to the emotions of your reader. So this idea of this persuasive triangle, it's not about only including one aspect of it. You want to include elements of all three. You don't want to do it in a paragraph for each. Do you really want to sprinkle these throughout your whole review? You could include some of this in your introduction, of course. That may be a good place to build ethos or credibility. But consider how you can do that. So, again, work on this today in your planner. Add these three elements either in with questions at the top or add them throughout your planner and color code it so I can see what it is that you've added. Remember, of course, to submit your planner then in Canvas so you can get some feedback by Monday or Tuesday of next week. All right, good luck. Stop in if you have any questions and have a great weekend. Warming up, finally feeling like spring. All right, see ya.